Welcome to another MMT Chat. I'm Christina Fuges with Mold Technology, and today I'm here with Gabe English, who is with Western Carolina Tool and Mold, and he is the SPE Mold Technologies Division 2024 Mold Maker of the Year.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how does it feel? For real, how does it feel?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, to think that I looked at the list of names going back to 1983, I think it is. To think my name would be in there, it's 25 years ago. I couldn't imagine. Yeah.
That's good.
Crazy.
So what do you think it is about you when you look at all those past winners, or even the nominees? What do you think about you that makes you stand out, that you got picked?
Well, I think that my strong point's always been my ability to build relationships. And that's obviously how you get this award. You're nominated by industry peers. But I've always tried to live by the philosophy of employees, customers, and vendors first. And I think that's kind of part of our success.
Putting others first.
Yes.
Isn't that always the win? That's how you move forward.
Yeah.
Get outside yourself, and that includes your customers. Put them
Right.
first. All right. So when you think back and you're reflecting on your journey, what would you say are some key turning points or moments that shaped your career in mold making? Just a few.
I definitely think back to Alliance, Carolina. I became the shop foreman in Alliance pretty young. I think I was about 25. And there was a guy named Norm Morden who was the vice president there. And I think now, what was he thinking, putting a 25-year-old over that place? But he understood that I had a work ethic. I think that my parents raised me to work hard, and just the fact that he would have that trust in me, I think that was a huge turning point, because it set things in motion that, had that not happened, I wouldn't be where I'm at in my career now. It exposed me to things. So I try to keep that in mind with some of my young people.
Pay it back or pay it forward.
Pay it forward, that's right, yep. And I hope to train them to do the same things.
All right, that's a good segue to my next question. So there's a commitment there to passing on this knowledge, right, to that next generation. So can you talk a little bit or share an example of how mentorship plays out at Western?
Yeah, so we kind of do our own apprenticeship deal. We have one guy who's finishing apprenticeship, or finishing up an apprenticeship and finishing school now. So we send these guys to school, we pay books, tuition. We also pay them 10 hours per week to go off site. It's hard now for people. We have a lot of people that come in that are older, mid-20s, late 20s. They have to sustain themselves, and I feel like that's a responsibility that I have as an owner, is to make sure that these guys have a way to learn and earn and just foster that growth.
So when you think about the future of the industry, what is the key attribute that you're looking for? Not skill, key attribute.
Work ethic, number one. I would take someone with a great work ethic and low skill level any day over someone with high skill level, low work ethic. You can overcome. Yeah, you've got to work hard. And I think a lot of that comes from my background. I didn't do well in school. I hated school, but I really enjoyed working. And so I think you can be anything you want to be if you work hard enough.
Okay, talk a little bit about the company. So you won because you're a fantastic mold maker. You had this journey building this business, right? Taking it to a different level. So take me through a little bit about that strategy of growth with Western since you've been at the helm.
Yeah, it's been really challenging, and we've grown. I guess you would say we're in growing pains right now. If this year finishes as we think it will, we will have tripled from when we bought the company in 2020, which I couldn't imagine. It's essentially the same head count. So there are so many challenges to trying to grow the shop in the last 4 years, whether it be, interest rates on equipment, obviously finding help. We had COVID in the middle of that.
I think you started right
in the start. Yeah. Yeah, we got, basically went through this year process to buy the company from the existing owners, and we literally got an approval from the bank to move forward with closing like March 13th, which was...
That was the day.
Yeah, that was the day. Yeah. And I was scared.
Yeah.
As
I'm
you should
sure,
be. Yeah.
as you should be. So where do you see the company going in the future under your leadership?
Well, I don't want to grow too much. I think we're going to do some building expansions. We really want to grow the business with technology. It's so hard to get people. I think the days of having 50 and 60 men shops are kind of gone. I think you have to have 50 or 60 machines, really, really high quality people to keep those machines going. And so we're trying to invest in what people we have and invest in technology. You know, we've added quite a. I always say we bought a machine shop to turn around and buy a machine shop, because I've bought so much equipment in the last 4 years, and we'll continue to do that.
So key sounds like work with the people you have, but technology is going to take this trade into the future.
Yeah, let technology drive it.
Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah. Well, let's end on that note, and congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.